everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 4th of August. Now, I talk a lot here about future predictions moving forward, as well as how to navigate and give you guidance with the current global energies that we're trying to navigate. And I also discuss a lot about the Great Awakening process as well. So stay watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like buttons, guys. That helps me too. And I will just get started. Oh, and I also talk at the end of each of my videos now, I do a little bonus prediction for different countries or cities. And I will just close my eyes and we'll see what the guides give us today. I'm getting Belgium today. So today's bonus read will be on Belgium. So I'm just going to get into the global read, the general read, and we'll just see what comes up. Yeah. This is not for you. If you're watching my video, we're over here viewing all this from the viewing platform I often talk about. These people waking up are strolling along the road. They're showing me them with all their suitcases and all their kids and all this, and they're trying to head back to their old life. So this is after the pandemic. They're trying to move on. If you think about luggage and that, it's kind of got that image of moving on. So, but what's happened now is they've come to a brick wall. So if you think about a brick wall being here and these people strolling along, and the brick wall is so high they can't get over it, it's insurmountable. So now they're having to return because there's no other way. If they can't get over this huge, humongous brick wall, these people waking up have to return. And we know they're not going to return back to their old life because their old life is gone. But they don't want to also return to government. So what's happening now with these people waking up, it's bringing up, and I talk about it a lot, that resistance in their body, which is their pain bodies rising up, their anger, their fears, their anxieties. It causes your body to contract. So that's what's happening with these people. I often liken it to when you put two magnets together the wrong way and they repel and they bounce off each other. Well, that's what you've got these people with government, and they're repelling each other. They're sick and tired of this narrative. They are. They're getting tired of it. They're financially being crippled. Now, we know a lot of them are still stuck in the mass psychosis to do with the jabby jab, as we know. But now with the finances, it's just starting to ruin people. It's ruining their lives. It's ruining their businesses. We know here it's ruined many relationships. Well, money can do that as well. We know the jab did that for a lot of us, but money can also do that within families. There's a lot of conflict and arguments and things like this that start to happen. So then people really get that contraction and that tightness in their body. But this is what's causing that. I guess you could say it's like a pushback, because they're not just complying and doing everything government says now. They're starting to feel uncomfortable about it, and that's why they're resisting what government is trying to implement. This is definitely financial, and renewables obviously are being shoved down our throats. So there's a world of hurt and pain going on for these people waking up. So always important, if you're watching my channel, to view everything from afar. Keep yourself safe, protected, and out of sight. I don't mean to hide away literally, but I just mean to, observe from a distance, a safe distance, a safe distance. Okay, we'll see what else we get. Yeah, and it's saying people have to fight back now. There's nothing else for them. What are they going to do? Keep going, hop on that little train and keep going down the dictatorship ride? No, because they don't want it. So they're going to have to stand up. We're going to see more and more people standing up. Now, I think I said September we'll start to see a lot more people standing up. Not us. We've done all our standing up. We're sitting over here having a cocktail, I think, on Terabella Island in our deck chairs, because we've done enough standing up. We're sick and we're tired of it, and we're not going to do it anymore. Yes, if push comes to shove and we had to be reignited again, we certainly would, because we've always got that great fire in our belly. We know what we're like. We're the brave hearts and the mavericks that always stand up for the truth, I guess is probably what the word is I'm looking for. But these people are now having to find that strength to stand up. Because how much can someone take? How much can you take? these, I always talk about the arrows being shot at them. Well, they're getting more and more arrows shot at them. I'll just see where else we go with this, but they're being forced to stand up. And like I said, it might take a little bit of time. It might not be till September, but these people are waking up. We're going to see more protests, and I'll tell you what, we're going to see a lot more strikes. We've still got strikes going on here in Australia. And like the guide said to us the other week, strikes are a way of fighting back against government because it knocks them off their course. It knocks them off the reset rollout because it doesn't just go smoothly to plan. People aren't complying. People aren't doing as they're told. And so we're going to see a lot more strikes and a lot more fight back, which means the protests and people, I guess you could say just... well, people are seeing the injustice. I keep saying it. People are seeing the injustice. We know these wealthy elites are flying around in their jet planes, but all the while dictating to us that we have to cut down on carbon emissions, and they're coming after farmers, as we all know here. So, these people are seeing that too. That's not all hidden anymore because some of these people are farmers and some of these people are involved now. And that's what I kept saying. Once this starts to hit these people, especially financially, we knew that was going to cause this reaction in them, and it has. And that's what we need to know here on my channel. It's not ours anymore. It's these people waking up. Just let me see where else we go today. Because it is. This CV thing has been the gift that keeps on giving. People know they were lied to. They do. They know, even people who are playing dumb and pretending that everything's fine and it's this terrible virus, they know they've been lied to. Come on. They were told 2 weeks, flatten the curve, and here we are. We're 3 years on, and now their whole life's being turned upside down. Financially, globally, renewables is coming in like nobody's business. They know. The weather's changing, mysterious weather patterns seem to be coming about and destroying towns. Here in Australia they are. I know you guys are going through similar experiences. So these people are seeing that. They're not in the mass psychosis for that. They were for the jab. I totally agree. I know a lot of you saw that as well out there. But these people, they're not in that now. So they are being forced to see this. And they are seeing it because the veils have lifted. The rose-coloured glasses are gone. They can see things now. Not as clear as us probably through the crystal glasses because we see and sense and feel things, but don't worry, they're starting to sense and feel and open up to their their other senses that something isn't right. And when your gut feeling's telling you something isn't right, it can get pretty strong and it's hard to ignore, and that's what causes that resistance against the government again, that resistance in your body because your body's trying to tell you that something isn't right, and they know it now. Maybe not all. We know there's all that love all the drama and they get stuck in it like a soap opera. But there's definitely a lot. I mean a lot. And someone, they actually interviewed, I saw someone on TV interviewed in a business this morning. It was a coffee shop, I think. And they were saying, like, how much more can they take? There's a wage rise. We've got to, put wages up. And so that means small business has to pay for more wages, can't get staff. They've gone through fires, floods, CV. They've been nearly wiped out anyway. And now all this financial crisis is like just another wave that's going to knock them over. It's like I talked about the other week. These people waking up are like the castaways that have been knocked over on the beach and they're trying to get up and get their breath to stand and fight government. And that's where they're currently at. They're having to find that strength. Because there's just, and if they don't, I think they're quite aware now that there's going to be more waves washing over them, and we mean giant big waves, not little waves. So I'm definitely getting that. They're really having to dig deep to find that strength and really listening to their gut feelings and their gut instincts now. I'll just see what else we get. I always get this for us. We're like these time travelers. The guides always say, if you're here watching my channel or anyone new to my channel, we're like these time travelers. We have this way. It shows me like this little little subway vehicle, I suppose you could call it, like a little train subway modular vehicle, and we get in it and we kind of zip away all the time out of the madness, and then we go back to our past and we relive moments. Like here we have a lot of songs that come up. Unfortunately, a lot of them are from the 80s. Sorry, you guys, if you didn't grow up in the 80s, but we do get a lot. Maybe that's because I was a big 80s fan of the music. But we go back and then we bring things forward, but we also remove ourselves. So this is why we always get this image of being these time travelers, because it's like we're moving through time. We have this way to focus and get ourselves moving forward again. It would have been very easy for us to stay locked and hidden away, but none of us chose that. We all chose to expand and really embrace life and start to learn to live again. So we got out there and we zoomed forward and we started to live again. Like, just, it's exactly like that Maverick energy out of Top Gun. He flies off the radar and then his superiors can't get to him, but he always ends up doing something really positive, so they can't kind of be mad at him either. So it's almost like we found that maverick in us to fly off the radar and go and do our own thing, but we're the ones that reap the benefit of that. So this is why we always get this time traveling. We've got this ability to take our good memories from the past and always like manifest and create new ones. So that's what I'm definitely getting for us. We're really this time travelers. I'm getting, we always get songs. I'm getting the song Electric Dreams, and I don't know what the song's about. I do remember it, living in electric dreams. It's an 80s song too, but it's probably about creating, I would say, and creating our dreams and making them electric, like igniting them is kind of the visual that they're giving me. They're lighting things up with these like blue lights, and we keep dreaming and we keep creating, because remember, dreams can become reality too. It doesn't mean you're just dreaming in your head and you're some crazy sensitive empathic daydreamer. It just means that you're able to create your dreams and kind of vibrate that and turn it into a reality. And that's why we're always called these time travelers here on my video by the guides, because we can zip away when we have to, or we can plug in when we need to. It's an ability that we have. It's a knowing. It's just that sensitivity and that knowing to where we're needed at what time, but all the while still protecting ourselves and keeping ourselves strong. And now these people are having to find that strength within them. That's the people waking up. And this is going to be their journey moving forward. I'll just see what else we get. See, what's happened is this great reset, which we all knew about, has taken them by surprise, because people didn't see it coming. And when you don't see something coming, it knocks you right over and you stumble and you fall. And that's why these people are struggling and taking their time to get back up, because they didn't see it coming. See, it's like a wave. Like I always say, when you see it coming, you're prepared for it, so you stabilize yourself. Like us, we had time to stabilize ourselves. Oh, here comes a big wave. The reset from the government hit us, but we're still standing. Whereas these people got knocked over by it, but now they're starting to stand up. They're starting to look at what's coming at them. And that's what we need. We need them to look at what's coming at them because it isn't pretty what's coming at them. And they only need to do a little bit of research to figure out what the WEF's been up to. I think people would be horrified if they looked at all that credit scoring for carbon emissions. I think that would really wake a lot of people up. So this is what's happening now. They're starting to really look at what's coming towards them, and that's great. We need them to do that, because that's what always throws off the rollout of the agenda. It's a pushback, and I do believe, yep, I still stick to September. There's going to be a lot more pushback, strikes, etc. It's all going to be happening. I'll just close my eyes and we'll just see what comes up for Belgium now. I'll do my little bonus reading and then I'll finish off with the global as well for everyone. Just give me a sec. Let's see what comes up for Belgium. I'm getting for Belgium, I'm getting like the cheese capital. I don't know what that means, if anyone can help me over there, but I'm getting this visual of like big round Swiss cheese or big round things of cheese. Maybe they make cheese there, or they have beautiful delicatessens. I'm getting like the cheese capital. and they're showing me specifically that Swiss cheese, which is the people, I talk about it a lot, people being shot with these arrows from government, and it puts holes in people, so they start to feel bedraggled, and this is the same cheese analogy. I feel like in Belgium people are worn down now, and they're unforgiving of their government. I feel like in Belgium people have been really in the dark, very in the dark. It's like they're showing me this Swiss cheese and there's a black cloth over it. And now it's like government's taken the black cloth off this big, I don't know what you call it, it's that big rounded thing of cheese. And they've taken the black cloth off and the cheese is kind of melting. It's like it's been exposed now to the light. And this is the people in Belgium. So they've been exposed to probably the truth of the reset and the light. And it's showing it's kind of melting. But what it's doing, even though it's melting and it's definitely Swiss cheese, what it's doing by melting is becoming solid again. So if you think about it, when something melts and it's had holes in it, it becomes a solid entity again. So it's showing me that the people are coming together again in Belgium. There's a very good strength in numbers for their fight back, because there's no longer holes in the Swiss cheese. It's becoming a different form of cheese. It's becoming a solid cheese. So that's being exposed to the light and the truths that are coming out. It's caused people to band together and become stronger and more solid in their mass. I'll just see what else we get for Belgium. And I feel like in Belgium, no one's been exempt from these rules. I think you've had very, very tight rules and restrictions over there, and it's really harmed the people. It's done a lot of damage on them mentally. I feel like in Belgium, you're a place that's very social. You like gatherings, and conversing with others. Belgium's a very social place. I'm getting that image of a very social society, but the separation and divide in that society has done a lot of enormous damage. People are finding it hard to get back to their sanity, like their sane state. It feels like they're tired, they're worn out. People in Belgium are just tired and worn out from all this nonsense. They're like questioning, why is this happening? What's going on now? And it's not that they're complacent, but they're just over it. It's like in Belgium, people aren't even listening. They don't even want to know what's going on. They're just like, yeah, whatever. It's like that real stinky attitude they've got now, because it's affected them. It's affected their mental state, because people in Belgium really love social interactions and they've not been getting that. And so it's affected their psyche. I'm not saying you've gone crazy, or we've all gone a bit crazy, but it's really bothered you guys that was all taken away from you, and so now you don't really care. And that's the image I'm getting for Belgium. You don't really care. You don't care how this goes. You just don't care about it moving forward. You've just had enough. Like, enough's enough. And that's what I'm getting in Belgium. There's this just shrugging of the shoulders and like, yeah, whatever. And people are just turning away. They're turning away from their government. In Belgium, people are turning away from their government because they don't like the way they're being treated. And that's what I'm getting for Belgium. Well, I'll just do a closing video today for everybody on the global stage. And I'll just see what the guides have got for us today. For some reason I'm getting the word carnivorous, which means meat eater. A lot of people don't want to give up being carnivorous. We know that, and we know where they're making us head. I guess it's the illusion that if you eat bugs, you're still carnivorous, because they're sort of like meat, aren't they? I feel like I'm getting for all of us that people are going to start exchanging goods and services. So I feel like a lot of people are going to start going back to that exchanging of goods. swapping of goods. So there's not the like money handling. So it's like, well, if you grow potatoes, I'll give you 6 carrots for your 3 potatoes. Or that's an example of this bartering system. I think people are going to start bartering. Or, oh, I'll give you my old fridge if you want to give me those tyres that you're not using for your car that are sitting in your backyard. Like, that's just an example. I think there's going to be a lot of more of this swapping going on. People are going to do a lot more of the old-fashioned kind of bartering. Like I know in the markets in a lot of your countries and things, people do that anyway in little islands and things like that. People have the markets and they swap things. It's like a swap meet. I think there's going to be a lot more of that coming together in the next couple of years. People are going to look at being more self-sufficient. We know on my channel, you guys are always looking at being more self-sufficient because we're trying to be independent from government and just deal with each other and cut out sort of the elites from the equation. And why can't we do that? There's no reason why we can't start to sort of more work together as communities and take away some of that power that they think they own. It's all an illusion for the elites as well, and these government leaders. They think they have all the power. But there's a lot of power to the people out there, because when people get together, and I always talk about it, it brings strength in numbers, and it makes us strong against them. See, they're just living their own illusion. It's all an illusion. Everything we're going through is a big illusion. But it's how we're going to navigate it that's going to make the difference. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. We're going to start working together more, like these little co-ops and things like that. But that'll take a while. You know, that's not going to happen in a week. These things take time to sort of start to evolve, is probably what I'm saying. So look, take care everybody. Have a wonderful day. That's my little reading for the 4th of August. And I will probably pop on today. I might even do a financial update. I think we could all use another financial update. Don't forget to hit the like buttons. Comment down below. I love hearing from you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye from Australia. Bye everyone.